Hello guys, this weekend Manchester United have to face Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, and I do believe it's a 4 o'clock kickoff on Sunday, so let's get into it. Let's cue the intro. No, and welcome back to Matchday Live, and it's me, Dan, back again. And like I said, Manchester United face Chelsea this weekend at Stamford Bridge. It's the the late afternoon game on Sunday. So the team I've gone for, it wouldn't surprise me if he did go with Martial, Rashford, and Greenwood, and then Fred and Matic in midfield, and then Shaw, Maguire, Bailly. I'm going to go with Bailly because I think Bailly had a good game against Real Sociedad recently, so I reckon he might play Bailly, and then obviously Wan-Bissaka and De Gea. It is depending. He might go, three at the back, or the 3/5 at the back to, match Chelsea. But I think he will just stick with the 4 and then just go with this team. I think, just because obviously we've still got injuries. McTominay is still injured, I do believe. Pogba is still injured. Cavani and Van der Beek are still injured as well. So we're a bit limited on the the centre mids at the moment. So yeah, so that's the team I've gone for. Whether Ollie will go with it is another question. But anyway, let's get into the match and let's talk about last week's result, which was last couple of results, which was against Newcastle, and we did win that Newcastle game 3-1. It was, to be honest, it wasn't a 3-1 game. It was quite a poor game from Man United, I think, in the end. Really, we won the game, but I think, Newcastle had really good chances to score, and then obviously we had a penalty right at the end to make it 3-1. So so there's that. Let's talk about the 3-1 victory. So not much happened in the first half, really. It was more Newcastle attacking. David De Gea makes a couple good saves from, I think, Saint-Maximin was pretty much their best player first half. We didn't really do much. We didn't really get the ball as quickly. We played really slow. And, David De Gea actually redeemed himself with a couple good saves. From that, we somehow got a goal through Rashford on the left-hand side. He cut inside and he shot past the goalkeeper. A normal goalkeeper would have saved it. But it's near post. And it's near post. And, yeah... David, I think it's Darlow. He didn't save it, and Rashford scored. So then that's 1-0. And then, Newcastle were still on the attack from that as well. I thought, now we've got our first goal, maybe we try and get that second goal. But yeah, again, we just didn't really attack well first half, and then it just comes from a corner. Their goal. It's Saint-Maximin with the goal. It's a header. It's a crossing in as a header away from Maguire. It's not the best of headers away. Either clear it out if in doubt, head it out for a corner, or don't put it back across goal. And he kind of put it to the back of the box where Saint-Maximin was. He took it on the volley and shot. And to be honest, it's a good finish. David De Gea can't do anything about it. And in the end, it finished 1-1 at half time. And yeah, like I said, I think Newcastle had the better first half with the chances they had. And then, we just didn't really get going. Second half, we did get going a bit. There wasn't much in it, to be honest. Second half, Newcastle yet again started the quicker out of the two sides. Oh, there we go. Matic with the header. Newcastle had a couple chances in that first 5-10 minutes of the second half, but I think it's more controlled saves from David De Gea. But then we got our goal through Dan James. It was just a attack down the left hand side yet again. I think it's Matic who passed the ball into Bruno Fernandes, and Bruno Fernandes gets the lightest touch, and the ball goes through the Newcastle defender's legs, and he goes through to Dan James, takes a touch and scores. And I thought Dan James second half he did better than the first half. I thought Dan James deserved his place in the team, And yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he did start on Sunday. But I think he might go with Greenwood, Rashford and Martial, to be honest, because I don't think we'll go anything else, unless he does go with the three back, to match Chelsea. So then we did get our third goal through a Rashford penalty, through a Bruno Fernandes penalty. This time Rashford was fouled. It was a bit of a harsh penalty, I think. Rashford just got a touch and he kind of played it a bit. I will admit that, and it's just one of them penalties where he's just dived in. Rashford's done the trickery, and he's just got a little touch, and it's a foul. If it was given on the outside of the area, it probably would have been a foul. But in the box, maybe, I don't know. But we'll take it anyway, and obviously Bruno Fernandes scored, so that was 3-1, and pretty much not much happened after that. We pretty much controlled most of the balls second half, and like I said, not much really happened. So then on to the midweek game, which was against Real Sociedad, and not much happened in that either. Oh, what a goal that would have been. Not much happened in that either in the second leg. It was 0-0. I think not much happened. Oyarzabal did have a penalty miss. He shot wide on the penalty. If it was 1-0, there's maybe question marks on that game. But I think, job was done in that first half, really. First leg. And, it showed it as we pretty much brought on our academy players. We had Twanzebe playing in the centre midfield with Matic. We had Bayern Lindelof play for the first time ever. For the first time since I don't know when. But it's nice to see Harry Maguire dropped. I think Harry Maguire did need dropping. It seems like the amount of games Harry Maguire has played, I think he did need the rest, and he's going to be fresh for us this weekend against Chelsea. So, yeah, talking of Chelsea themselves, the last couple games, they've won a couple. Obviously, since Tuchel's been involved, I think, I still don't agree on the Lampard sacking. I think, as an England legend, and I just think that's wrong what they did. But since then, Chelsea have kind of played a bit better, I would say. They controlled most of the ball. They've gone back to three at the back, where they played under Conte, and, they had that three at the back. And it's kind of working for them at the moment. Well, until the last game, which was against Southampton, which they drew. And I think, Southampton well deserved for their draw, their point there last week. So, there was the first hiccup from the Tuchel, first from the Tuchel couple games, and now today is like it's one of the big tests. Although not today, sorry, on Sunday is it's another big test. And recently in the Charity Shield, in the community Shield. In the Champions League, that's the one. They played Atletico Madrid, and they nicked a 1-0 victory. And I wouldn't be surprised if they did that this weekend against United. Although, if United start quickly, I think United will. We might nick it against Chelsea, but I don't know. I've got a funny feeling it might be a draw, or it's just going to be like a 1-0 victory to one of the teams. Nice finish by Martial, by the way. Yeah, we need him to turn up at this weekend with Martial. With Cavani out, we definitely need him to do something. But yeah, it was I don't know. It will be a really tough job for Man United, because Chelsea, at home, they're going to control most of the ball. They're going to push up their fullbacks, probably will be Reece James and Marcos Alonso, although Marcos Alonso did play in midweek, so I don't know, maybe he might play Chilwell, I'm not too sure. And yeah, Chilwell hasn't really played for them since Tuchel started. I think that's a bit of a worry for Chilwell, because he was pretty much England's best left back at one point. Obviously, Luke Shaw has been on form recently, so I wouldn't be surprised if Luke Shaw got ahead of him in the England squad for the next couple of I think it's next month, innit? I'm pretty sure, the international break. So yeah. So talking of Chelsea, obviously they drew against Southampton, and then they narrowly just beat Atletico Madrid 1-0 in the Champions League. So it will be a tough task for Manchester United, depending on which team Ollie goes for, and depending on, if United actually start like they do. If United can start like they do, I reckon we might get a victory. If we were on confidence, we play quick football against them, hold the possession against them. Although Chelsea do play with three at the back, and they pretty much high press the teams. If we can get maybe long ball it to Rashford or Martial, get the team in and get on that counter attack, we might destroy Chelsea. But I can't see that happening. I think Chelsea will control most of the possession, and United will probably be defending for most of the game, to be honest. Unless United score and surprise us, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think, I don't know, it will be a hard game for Man United, but again, since Tuchel's come in, he's controlled the defence. They haven't conceded that many goals either, so it will be quite a tough game. But I think there is mistakes in the goalkeeper still with Mendy. I think they will probably play Mendy still. He's looked a bit worrying the last couple of matches, so if we can get on Mendy, that would be another good tactic as well. But I think what we'll do is just probably do like we normally do, is just try and get that counter attack and try and put Chelsea away with a goal in the first couple of minutes, and then try and defend for the rest of the game. But I can't see that happening. I reckon it will be like a close 1-0 victory or 1-1 draw or something like that. So for my score prediction, do you know what? I will go for a 1-1 draw. I will take a 1-1 draw, to be honest, with Chelsea. Although, we pretty much need victories now. If we draw, we pretty much hand the title to City, but obviously, City are just winning as we'll actually like at the moment. So, for top four as well, it might be a massive point for us in the top four. So we definitely need a couple. Well, if we can get a good victory against Chelsea, it kind of sets us up for the next couple of games. Obviously, we've got Crystal Palace next week in midweek, so expect a match day live there. And then I think we do have City after that. So we've got a couple good games as well. I forgot to talk about the Europa League draw. The Europa League draw was today, and we got AC Milan. So yeah, return of Ibrahimovic to Old Trafford. Great. Really tough Europa League tie, by the way. So anyway, guys, I'm actually going to end it here for today. So for my score prediction, I will go 1-1. I reckon it will be a draw, or 1-0, something like that. It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be one of them games. I'm actually going to end it here, guys. So please like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to leave your score prediction below. So right, guys, I'm going. Bye.